Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys the first perspective on things and how we see them, folks. We got some kind of show for y'all today. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Well, it's 2025 and it looks like all hell is broken loose already. Trump hasn't even taken office yet. Everything is going crazy right now. Now, I'm not taking a shot at Trump. I'm just saying the president hasn't even taken office yet. We got all that crazy stuff happening. And 5 days into the new year, this story breaks. So yesterday, all hell broke loose all over the internet. Like, quite literally, all hell broke loose with this Fox FS1 lawsuit. As you guys know, Front Office Sports got ahead of this story, and they published an article on their website with the headline saying, Fox, Skip Bayless, others sued on 14 counts, including sexual battery. So we do a live about it. Okay, I want to walk you guys through how this all happened, how this kind of played out yesterday. So we're doing the live, and I'm reading the article, okay, which I'm going to read to you guys shortly. And as I'm reading the article, I'm not able to connect the dots. They're bringing up Joy Taylor. They're bringing up, I'm like, why is Joy Taylor being mentioned in this story? I'm like, why is she being mentioned in all of this? So for about 30 minutes, I do the live. I'm in the live. And then I decide to click on the lawsuit, the 42-page lawsuit. And then the moment I clicked on the lawsuit and I started reading through the bullet points, bullet point after bullet point, yo, this story started to get crazy. Crazy. And the more I read, man, the more Joy Taylor was looking like, I don't even know. This lawsuit got Joy Taylor out there looking mad shady, mad manipulative. I was like, yo, now this is all alleged. It hasn't been proven. This is just the plaintiff giving her side of the story. But the receipts and the dates and the locations and the time, yo, this is crazy stuff. And we want to get into this to this part of this story here. But before we even get into that, today's video is brought to you by sponsor Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, so let's read the article here. Noe Faraji, who says she worked at Fox Sports from 2012 through last August, made a series of allegations in a 42-page lawsuit obtained by Front Office Sports. Fox Sports FS1, FS2, Fox Sports EVP Charlie Dixon, Bayless, and FS1 host Joy Taylor are listed as defendants in the lawsuit. In the suit filed Friday in Los Angeles, Faraji alleged that Dixon, head of content for FS1, grabbed her buttocks at a birthday party in West Hollywood. When she relayed the encounter to Taylor, the Fox host allegedly told her to get over it. Now, when I initially read that, I'm like, why are they mentioning Joy Taylor in this article? Then it continues on. It says, during her time at Fox, Faraji alleges she made multiple complaints to Human Resources and Employee Relations departments. Meanwhile, the suit alleges Taylor began insulting Ms. Faraji on a personal and professional level after their friendship ended. The suit also alleges that Taylor mocked the English pronunciation of Faraji, who is of Persian descent. I read that part and I didn't understand. And then something told me to go read the lawsuit itself. And folks, when I did that, it all began to make sense here. And I want to read what this lawsuit says. So let's read it. It says, Mr. Dixon gives Ms. Taylor undisputed as a reward for having sex with him. Good Lord. In approximately March 2016, Ms. Faraji met Ms. Taylor as an inspiring sports personality that had recently moved from Miami to Los Angeles for the opportunity of airtime at Fox. At the time, Ms. Taylor did not have a regular position, but would fill in on a day-to-day basis when talent was sick and otherwise missed time. Ms. Taylor told Ms. Faraji that she was recently wed, but her husband remained in Miami and that she was lonely in Los Angeles. Ms. Taylor then befriended Ms. Faraji. In approximately May of 2016, Ms. Taylor asked Ms. Faraji to meet for a drink in Santa Monica. When Ms. Faraji arrived, she found Ms. Taylor with an older man, Fox Sports Executive Vice President of Content, Mr. Dixon. As an executive vice president, Mr. Dixon is responsible for overseeing all content and production of FS1. Ms. Faraji, however, did not know Mr. Dixon. And when I read that part, it became clear why they were mentioning him at the beginning of that front office sports article. It then continues on. When Mr. Dixon went to buy them another round of spicy margaritas, Ms. Faraji asked who he was, and Ms. Taylor responded that he was just a friend. Following that night, whenever Ms. Faraji would meet up with Ms. Taylor for drinks or food, Mr. Dixon would either arrive with Ms. Taylor or show up later at night and leave with Ms. Taylor. He would always buy rounds of drinks or food. From their body language, Ms. Faraji suspected that the pair were sleeping with one another, and although this concerned Ms. Faraji, as she knew Ms. Taylor was recently married, Ms. Faraji kept her opinion to herself. In approximately June of 2016, while at work, Ms. Faraji noticed Mr. Dixon in the elevator. Surprised by the coincidence, Ms. Faraji found Ms. Taylor and told her excitingly, the guy who buys his drinks at the bar was in the elevator. Ms. Taylor quickly silenced Ms. Faraji, explaining who he was. Ms. Faraji became alarmed and warned Ms. Taylor that such a relationship was unsafe. Ms. Taylor told her not to worry about it. Ms. Faraji continued to be friends with Ms. Taylor, but tried to distance herself as she considered the situation dangerous as well as morally wrong, as Ms. Taylor and Mr. Dixon were both married. In approximately June 2016, word spread amongst Fox employees about a news show that was going to be a big deal, as it would star Mr. Bayless and Shannon Sharpe. It was known that Fox was looking for a woman with significant TV experience to also star. Therefore, it came as a surprise when Fox announced that Miss Taylor, who was a bartender and a radio host in Miami with very little TV experience, would be the moderator of the new show, a sports debate program, Skip and Shannon Undisputed. Mr. Bayless later disclosed to Ms. Faraji that he did not want Ms. Taylor on the show, but Mr. Dixon was adamant that Ms. Taylor should star. At first, Mr. Dixon arranged a dinner between Mr. Bayless and Ms. Taylor, where she arrived in provocative clothing and acted in a provocative manner. When that did not change Mr. Bayless's opinion of Ms. Taylor, Mr. Dixon also asked him to approve of her as a favor for him. Reluctantly, Mr. Bayless agreed to do so as a favor to his friend. Around August 2016, Ms. Faraji attended a dinner with Ms. Taylor and her husband, Mr. Dixon, and his wife. During the dinner, Ms. Taylor's husband became suspicious that Ms. Taylor and Mr. Dixon were having a sexual relationship. Soon after the dinner, Ms. Taylor's husband found evidence of the inappropriate relationship and divorced Ms. Taylor. In approximately September 2016, Undisputed started. Ms. Taylor requested Ms. Faraji do her hair. In approximately November 2016, after not allowing anyone to touch his hair, Mr. Bayless also requested Ms. Faraji to do his hair. Now, let me read from this part. It says, Ms. Taylor again uses her sexuality to get on the show. In approximately February of 2020, Ms. Taylor asks Ms. Faraji to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. When Ms. Faraji arrived, she found Ms. Taylor with a man, Emmanuel Acho, Mr. Acho. Ms. Faraji did not know Mr. Acho, but could tell the two were romantically involved. Oh, Lord. A few months after meeting Mr. Acho at lunch, Ms. Faraji noticed him in the hallway while at work. Ms. Faraji later asked Ms. Taylor if Mr. Acho worked at Fox. Ms. Taylor confirmed and explained that she wanted Mr. Acho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself. Ms. Faraji became alarmed and warned Ms. Taylor that she should probably not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time. Good Lord. As Mr. Dixon is a very powerful man that may become very angry. Ms. Taylor told her not to worry about it. She explained that she was also now powerful. And once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that she forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent. In approximately September 2022, Ms. Taylor started working on Speak. Ms. Taylor requested Ms. Faraji do her hair. Yo, I don't know what to say right now, B. I don't know what to say right now. This lawsuit is alleging that, number one, Joy Taylor used her sexuality to get various positions at FS1. But it's also saying that she was willing to pull a Me Too card on Charlie Dixon if he tried to push her out. I don't think you guys understand the ramifications of what this means. This is a major story. A major one that speaks to the culture and workplace environment at Fox. This is a behemoth of a story. And I think it's only getting started. It is crazy. Crazy, crazy. And people that used to work at FS1 expect them to come out. Expect to hear from names like Marcellus Wiley, Jason Whitlock, and others. It's going to get dirty. I know this is all alleged, but this lawsuit got Joy Taylor out there looking super shady. Like super duper duper shady. Oh Lord. I cannot wait to see where this goes next. What a way to kick off 2025. Good Lord. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.